Hey everyone, Theo here. Today I'm reviewing the Yunzii AL65 wireless mechanical keyboard. First of all, disclaimer, this is a review unit provided by the company, and in this video I'll just present to you my findings so that you can decide whether this is worth the money. And the price of this keyboard at the time of review is $129 US, which may or may not include free shipping depending on your location. And you can get this keyboard in either white or black with either the Yunzii Milk V2 linear switch or the Gateron Zero linear switch, which is the one that I chose. This is a 65% layout with 68 keys. There is no function key row, so if you are someone who uses function keys often, this is not the keyboard I would recommend, although you can use the keyboard shortcut to switch to use function keys. Having said that, this is a beautiful keyboard that looks quite different compared to other keyboards. The build quality is excellent with the aluminum body, and the typing experience with the Gateron Zero switches is excellent. This keyboard has beautiful lighting as well, and there is edge lighting too on the side. So that's pretty much the bottom line. And now on to the full review. Let's look at the items included with the purchase. This is how the packaging box looks. These are the items in the box. There is of course the keyboard, user manual, and this card here has all the keyboard shortcuts which are going to be very useful. A 2-meter long USB-C to USB-A charging cable, and there is this USB-A wireless receiver, keycap and switch puller. There are extra keycaps included, so if you want to swap out the transparent keycaps, you can do so with the white ones. And there are some light blue keycaps as well for the arrows, escape and spacebar. And there are 3 keycaps for Mac users, and this one is for Windows. Yunzii usually has extra switches included, but for this keyboard there are no extra switches. Let's take a closer look at the design of this keyboard, which looks beautiful, and it looks quite different compared to other keyboards because there are transparent keys on this side. These are see-through keys, so you can see through to the switch below. And if you enable the lights, you can see the beautiful RGB lighting, and the lights are quite bright. The labels on the keys are kind of difficult to see though because of the transparent design. This keyboard features a gasket mounted design, and the body is made with CNC anodized aluminum, so the build quality is extremely solid. At the top you can see cutouts, and if you enable the lights for the sides, you can see the light shining through the translucent plastic, and you can change the colors of the light using the keyboard shortcuts, and there are different patterns and colors to choose. On the left side you can find the USB-C charging port, and this can be used with cable connection as well, and the keyboard can be used while it's charging. That's the connection switch for Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz and cable. This keyboard can be paired with up to 3 Bluetooth devices. Here's a look at the edge lighting on the side, and the lighting design just makes this keyboard looks different compared to other keyboards. On the back we have this matte textured metal plate, if I'm not wrong, and this is quite susceptible to fingerprints. There are 4 big rubber feet, but there are no fold-out feet, so this keyboard can only be used at one angle. As mentioned earlier, there is no function key row, so if you want to switch to use the function keys F1 to F12, you can double tap the function key here to switch and switch back. This keyboard actually works great with tablets such as Android tablets or iPads because those tablets do not use function keys. Let's have a look at the Gateron Zero linear switch. This is a 5-pin switch, and the specifications are listed by the side. From what I have found out online, there seems to be a Gateron Zero silent switch, and I'm not sure if it's this particular one, but this one is not silent. And now let's hear the sound of typing. I'll type on the white keys first and then move on to the transparent keys. Maybe the white key sounds slightly brighter and the transparent key sounds slightly deeper, but this is all relative. The tapping sound is probably loud enough to disturb other people in an office setting. One of the key features for Yunzii keyboards is actually the RGB lighting, which looks really beautiful. I like how the colors blend so smoothly together underneath the keycaps. And there are many color options to choose from. And you can also adjust the speed of the animation for the lights. Yeah, you can just use the keyboard shortcuts to switch between different color patterns or designs, brightness, and animation speed. And you can use the keyboard shortcut to enable the edge lighting as well, which looks really beautiful. So when you have this keyboard on the table and it's dark, you can see the beautiful edge lighting on the table. It's very beautiful. Battery capacity for this keyboard is 8000 mAh, which is considered huge because most wireless mechanical keyboard come with 4000 or 6000 mAh battery capacity. So the battery life of this keyboard, I would say, is average to good. With the full lighting on, you can get around 36 hours of use. So if you use the keyboard maybe 8 hours a day non-stop, that will get you maybe 4 days of use. And if you disable the lights, you can get around 2 weeks of use if you use the keyboard 8 hours a day. The last thing I want to talk about is this keyboard has support for QMK or VIA key customization. And to do that, you have to go to this website, use via.app and connect the keyboard first. This key customization only works with cable connection, so use a cable. Interestingly, when you press the keys, the software would actually make a sound. Anyway, I did not customize the keys because the keys, they work fine as they are. But if you need to customize the keys, then you can play around with this software, which is free, by the way, online. Downsides, I actually do not have any negative things to say because this keyboard looks good and it works well. I just want to mention again that there is no function key role. Oh, if you are a Mac user and you switch to the Mac keyboard layout using function A, the keys here are command and control. It's not command and option. It's not a right option, it's a right control. So if you need keyboard shortcuts that use a right option, you won't be able to use that for Mac users. So to conclude, I like this keyboard. I like how it looks, I like how it sounds, and I like how it feels. But this keyboard is actually not suitable for me because I actually use the function keys quite often. So I would prefer to look for a keyboard with the function key role, but I will still choose the Gateron Zero switch because it sounds really nice. Alright, so if you guys are interested to buy this keyboard, you can purchase it through Yunzii's online store or maybe other online stores. I'll put all the purchase links in the video description below. See you guys in the next video. Bye!